Okay, we're going to look at mutually and non-mutually exclusive events. So we're talking about events that have an effect on each other and that don't have an effect on each other. So our formula for mutually exclusive events is the probability of event A or event B happening is the probability of event A plus probability of event B. Okay. For non-mutually exclusive, probability of A or B happening is probability of A plus probability of B, so same as above, but we subtract the probability of both events happening. In Venn diagrams, they'll sometimes show these like this. This will be our mutually exclusive. This would be probability of A, and I'll do it in green. Probability, no, let's keep it red. Probability of B. Okay, the circles don't overlap, so they're independent events. In a Venn diagram, non-mutually exclusive is drawn usually as this way. This would be probability of A. I'm just going to say PA. It's a really small PB. And then this part here is P of A and B. So that's the part you would have to subtract because there's overlapping. And when you have probabilities, you can really only add up to 100%. If you add all of those together, you end up with something like over 100%. And there's no possibility of something having more than 100% probability of it happening. Okay, so we're going to use cards here. Probability, I know it's really chicken scratchy writing, that you get a red card or a spade. So first of all, we got to talk about cards. In a standard playing deck of like English cards, what is how many cards are there?
52.
52. Great. How many of the cards are red?
13.
Okay, one of the suits, one suit will have 13, but how many suits are in red? Well, let's think of red suits. What are the two red suits?
Diamonds and hearts.
Yes, diamonds and hearts. Okay, so if there are 13 diamonds and 13 hearts,
26.
That's right. So you have 26 and 52. In other words, half, right? Because you either have red or you have black. Those are the only two sets of cards. Spade. What's the probability, or how many spades are there? That's my amazing spade. How many spades are there in a deck of cards?
13.
13. That's right. So you have 13. So there, that one has a 13 in 52 chance. Now, the question is, are these mutually exclusive? If I draw a red card, is there a probability that I draw a spade at the same time?
No.
No. None of the spades are red. Therefore, these are not non-mutually exclusive. These are mutually exclusive. In other words, one event happening, okay, I'll call this red. The red event is a 26 out of 52, or in other words, say a 1 in 2 chance, okay? And the probability of drawing a spade is separate. We have a spade here. Probability is 13 out of 52, or 1 in 4, okay? So in order to calculate these probabilities, because it's our first one, we'll do it in red, probability of A or B, we just add the probability of A and B together, right? So probability of A, I'm just going to put them as reduced fractions, 1 over 2 and plus 1 over 4. We need a common denominator. So I'll squeeze this in. This would become 2 over 4 plus 1 over 4. So you get a 3 in 4 chance, which is like 75%. And that makes sense because we've pretty much included 3 out of the 4 suits. We're asking for either a diamond, a heart, or a spade. The only one left out is, mainly because I don't draw a good job of it, is our club, right? We left that out, so that's 1/4. So there's a 3 in 4 chance you get one of those. Okay, that makes sense. Next one. Probability that you get a black card, I didn't write that in, black card, or a face card. Okay, we know we have a deck. It's got 52. Probability of drawing a black card.
26.
Yes, 26 out of 52, or a 1 in 2 chance, because that's half the deck. Now, or a face card. How many face cards are in the deck?
13.
Close. Let's think about it. There's 4 suits.
Yep.
Okay, so we have 4 suits, and each suit has 3 face cards: a jack, a queen, and a king. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So in order to figure that out, we got to multiply the 2, so we end up with actually 12.
Yep.
Okay. So there's a 12 in 52 chance of getting a face card. Good. So we got 2 of the ideas here. So that's face, that's black card. Now here's the question. How many face cards are already black?
That's a good question.
Well, in the first suit, you're going to have 3 from hearts, right? You're going to have 3 from diamonds. You're going to have 3 face cards in spades. And you're going to have 3, I'll do my best at clubs here, 3 from clubs. So how many are black? 6. So that is a concept of a non-mutually exclusive event. The probability of A and B. These are both of those, right? So what's the probability of being A and B? Okay, so we have to do a little of extra calculating here in order to figure this out. It looks like there are 6 of the cards. So 6 out of the 52. Okay, 6 of the 52 cards are black face cards. Okay, so probability of A, we'll call that getting a black card, is 26 out of 52. Probability of B is, that's getting a face card, is 12 in 52. And then probability of A and B, okay, here's my hand symbol. Well, that is 6 in 52. So if you remember our formula, okay, so probability for non-mutually exclusive of A or B, try to squeeze it in, is probability of A plus probability of B, and move it over just a little, minus probability of A and B. Okay, use that symbol to squeeze in. So probability of A is 26 out of 52. Probability of B is 12 out of 52. Okay. Probability of A and B is 6 out of 52. So when we add these all together, it's got to be over 52. We have a common denominator, and we just add across the top. So this is going to be, I believe, 32. You can check in your calculator if you want. But it's a 32 in 52 chance of getting a black or face card. Okay. And what's really happening here is kind of this idea. Okay. We have the first one, probability of A, we had a 26 in 52 chance of getting a black card. Okay. We have probability of B. We have a 12 in 52 chance of getting a face card. And then in this one here, there's a 6 in 52 because there are the black face cards. Okay. So we had to subtract that, otherwise we're double counting it. Okay, so that's why we have to do that subtraction there. And that kind of makes sense because of the 12 face cards, 6 are black, so we get rid of the black, and there's like adding black cards plus the 6 face cards, okay? So that's the idea of mutually and non-mutually exclusive events.